I particularly enjoyed the idea that you could see all of Korea in terms of, well, Seoul and everything outside of just the rehearsal studio, which I think is very unique to this format.
You have produced top formats in both the UK and US markets. So I would love to know for you, what surprises did you encounter, adapting this, format savvy K-pop to a genre that's rooted in performance and fandom, and to be able to watch this sort of evolution on screen.
Yeah, I guess, I have made all those shows, but the thing is, there's more similarities with this and with all of these great artists coming together than there are differences, They come together, they share one common language, which is reflected in all of the shows I've made, and that is music, and music pulls everybody together. And I think, that's the biggest headline of my experience with this and the show. But also, what was very exciting for me was the whole fish out of water element in terms of being able to go to a whole new culture, and having the privilege to experience that, work with the CJ team as well for all of us from Eureka and Apple TV Plus. It was such a great collaborative and one-off experience. And I particularly enjoyed the idea that you could see all of Korea in terms of, well, Seoul and everything outside of just the rehearsal studio, which I think is very unique to this format.
I really loved those little moments, like Megan out, eating ramen or like being able to experience the culture. Jake, I would love to know, K-pop is the collision of obviously Western and K-pop energy. For you, what was your favorite behind the scenes moment that really perfectly captured that blend?
Really, every moment when I witnessed these amazing young K-pop talents coming to stage with these legendary Western artists that I grew up listening to come together, perform, synergize. Those moments are just unbelievable. And I really liked when Spice Girls came together with ITZY, and always thought the song Ice Ice Baby is such a cross-generational song, but to have Vanilla Ice perform Ice Ice Baby again in a K-pop remix, K-pop way with our great Kepler was just that was an amazing moment for me.
Can you two, both of you, talk to me a little bit about, just the production aspect of trying to get all of these people together and scheduled and in the right place at the right time. And then, first and foremost, getting them to agree to it. Who was on this list that was, top, like the top of the list that you were like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a dream for them to be able to perform on this stage, K-pop and Western.
Well, I think really for the brilliant team at Apple, who had such a very strong Apple TV, had such a very strong vision for the show. There were people that were very, very important and integral, and Psy being one of them as well, to have his endorsement. And Megan coming on and not only performing and performing with Miss Patti LaBelle. Hello, those two wonderful women together, and having Megan endorse the show in terms of collaborating and being an exec producer. They were really big gets in terms of the show from Western artists side of things. But there were also very, very important K-pop groups as well, weren't there, Jake?
For instance, for K-pop casting, it actually wasn't too hard because they quickly understood the concept as a lot of their influences were the Western artists when they were growing up. So it was really a dream come true for a lot of them to collaborate with for an iconic moment.
It wasn't hard to book this show because you give some brilliant artists the idea and they're like, yeah, I'm down with that. Are you kidding?
I will tell you, I sat down Friday night with my family because we love watching these things, and my 15-year-old was like, this is amazing, right? And that's a hard audience, right? So to be able to enjoy that as a family and like just really go through each one and really see the fun and the excitement, you guys accomplish. I mean, if that was what you guys were wanting to accomplish, you guys got that with my family. So congratulations.